Hello and welcome to my channel. I'm Harmony and I'm so happy to be here. If you don't know me, you can check out my intro, but briefly my channel is about empowerment, and how I do this is by posting a question at a time, and so you can write your answers down, and this helps to get to know yourself better, get to know your strengths, your weaknesses, whatever you need to work on. And I also give you free simple guidelines how to answer those questions so you can get the best out of it. And I also post some spiritual terms that we come across, that I came across during my journey, and I didn't understand what they meant, and when I was looking for my answers. So I hope this is going to help you. Um, if it does, I'm happy. So let's talk about today's topic, which is attachment. So, what is attachment? As you know, my channel is about empowering people, so I'm going to talk about you and what you're attached to. So, if it's you, I mean, it is you and what you're attached to, it's always you and something else, you and something else, you and something else. So, you and your house, you and your spouse, you and your children, you and your car, or you and your house, you and any object in the house. So, what is that? Why are we attached? Have you asked the question to yourself before? I mean, I asked the question to myself, and I was having a hard time to answer them. But the answers that I came up with were, I'm attached to something because I'm getting something out of it. What do I get out of it? Comfort. Is it because it's my comfort zone? Is it because I'm familiar with it? Is it because it gives me a feel-good factor, or it gives me a sense of security, or makes me feel safe, or makes me feel home? What is it? Whatever it is you're attached to. So these are the questions you can ask yourself if you want to work on attachment. Try to find out why you're attached to certain things. What does it give you? You can't be attached to something that's not giving you anything. You're always attached to something that you're getting something out of it. So, what I came to understand was, we are attached to something or someone or a place or an environment, whatever it is, because we don't feel whole and inside within. Because whatever that is giving us, we haven't got it within. Does that make sense? To me, it was like, what if these things get taken away from me? What do I do then? What will happen to me? I mean, you can be attached to a house, a car, a job, whatever it is, but if that for some reason it gets, or a person, if that gets taken away from you, what would happen? And I was thinking to myself, well, I would probably be so miserable and you know, grieve on the loss of something that I was really attached to, that was giving me something in return, that made me feel good, that made me feel happy or secure. So this is something to reflect on. if we are attached to something, why we are attached to it, and what does it give to us? What do we get out of it? My understanding is what I came to understand while going within me. Like I said, my channel is about empowerment. It's getting to know yourself, getting to know your power and what you've got within. So when I was doing my own digging, working on myself, trying to find out the answers to my questions, I got to understand that we are all whole and complete within, but we don't realize that. We are so used to living a life when we are always attached to something. It's like when a child is born, you give them this teddy bear, and when the child starts growing up, they get attached to it, and then as they keep on growing, there's something else they get attached to. So since the moment they're born, they are attached. They're attached to something, because that gives us a sense of feeling at home, homeliness, or security, or this is what it is all about. This is why we feel attached to something. But what happens if that gets taken away from us? So what I came to understand was we've got the potential, we've got everything within, and whatever energy that object has, or that person has, or that environment has got, we've got it within. We've got everything within. Everything exists within. The only thing is because we haven't expressed it. Everything is, we've got all of that. We've got that energy we are so attached to. But it's all within. We've never expressed it. So this is a good way of trying to question what you're attached to, why you're attached to it, what does it give you, what happens when it gets taken away from you, and how that same energy, you can bring it from within. And what that energy I'm talking about is how you get to know what's within, like all that you're looking for outside is within you, is by knowing that you've got the potential. You're a soul, okay, and you come from soul. I'll do a separate video on that. My understanding of soul and the source, the monad, the oversoul, the higher self, and all of that. I'll do another video on that. But to me, we are all source. We come from the same source. We may be expressing ourselves in different ways, but we've got all of that within us. And since we are born, we are programmed in a way that we get attached to things, and home means something else to us. Home means a place, a house. So what I'm trying to say is, look at it this way. it's always like a feeling of security. This is what I see attachment as, feeling safe and secure. Something is mine. Why do we need something else to make us feel safe when we have all the power within to make us feel at home with ourselves and feel safe within ourselves? I leave you with this. I'll be doing a lot more videos about other terms and the questions you've got. If you've got any questions about this video, I know there will be a lot of questions that come up, and like I said, for me, it's my channel and I talk about empowering people, and the way I do this is you knowing who you are and knowing your power, and you can be yourself without anything else. It's nice to be in a place, living in a nice place, but not being attached to it. It's nice living with someone but not being attached to that person. It's nice having a car but not being attached to it. If you listen to my video on gratitude, you'll understand what I'm saying, like how everything is, explaining that how everything is interconnected. We do need other people, other objects, other things in our day-to-day life. But we don't get attached to them. By getting attached to them, this is showing our weakness. So this is something to reflect on. I'll leave you with this. Take care, and I'll see you in the next video. Be safe. Bye.